Hi guys, it's Jill, and today I'm doing a different sort of video. But yeah, college is kind of kicking me in the derriere, if you know what I mean. So it's been a little rough, but this is the premise of the video. I asked you guys on Instagram to make some assumptions about me, and now I'm going to read them and confirm or deny. I've read through some of them and they are interesting, and also some of you guys really not afraid to tell me what you think. But we're gonna start off hot and heavy with, if it's trending, you'll try it. Join up, leather bits, positive reinforcement, etc. etc. I'm like, oh, I need a dagger. Yep, nope, that's an ego blow. I will say that in the past, I have certainly succumbed to some trendy topics, trendy fads, if you will. But as far as positive reinforcement goes, it's not a fad for me, and it's not just a trendy trial. Got some alliteration there. The leather bit also wasn't either. I was just exploring options. I don't remember it being trendy. Zoey is super sensitive, so I didn't want like a harsh piece of metal in her mouth, and it seemed like no matter what bit I went with, it just was too much. So I tried the leather bit and it worked really, really well for us. And then she started getting stronger, so I decided I needed a stronger bit. Yep. Decisions I would not make now. There's that. And as far as join up goes, I definitely got sucked into Heartland propaganda. Yep. Full responsibility on that one. Okay, so I've seen "Are you rich?" on here like 40,000 times, or "You're rich." And let me explain something. My dad was a police officer. My mother, elementary school teacher. We're not wealthy. We are certainly well off, and for that I am forever grateful, but definitely not rich. I make decent money on YouTube, but less than you would at like a minimum wage job, and at this job I make less than I make on YouTube. So definitely not rich. You listen to country pop music, you could not be further off. Despise country music. I do not like it at all. You're an only child. I am not. I have two half sisters. You're a professional. By USEF standards, yes. I am a professional because of sponsorships, and I didn't want to get in trouble, so I just went ahead and submitted professional status. I'm not a professional writer. Not that good. I assume you're wanting to buy Mac. Yes, you are super right in that assumption. I want him so badly. I love him. He's such a cool horse, and he has the best personality and the best brain. But unfortunately, I have Zoey, and I cannot afford another horse, and Zoey wins every time. So sorry, Mac, I love you with all my heart, but also Zazu's the OG. You hate sushi. Yes, I hate sushi, and I don't eat seafood or Mexican food. Judge me. A lot of these are, you're not competing anymore, and for work I will be on some of my boss's horses. At some point, probably this spring, I'll probably be competing a few of them that need some show experience, but me and Zoey for right now are taking a break from it because I really want to focus on positive reinforcement. And personally, I just don't think it's fair to her. You can watch the old videos of me showing her. Her back is super tight, her tail is swishing the whole time, her mouth is open, she flips her head, like she's just not happy and comfortable with the way that I'm riding. I'm not a heavy-handed rider, and I don't use like super harsh aids. It's just too much. So the other horses that I ride do not react that way. So I'm gonna take a step back with Zoey because she's mine, and I can train her with positive reinforcement. So I just want to work with her on establishing those cues through positive reinforcement to hopefully have a happier, more comfortable horse. And if in the future that allows for showing, cool. If not, whatever. I mean, like, I love showing, and it breaks my heart to watch all my friends that have continued to show, and I'm like, ugh, I want it, but I can't do it to Zoey because it's too much. You're super mature all the time. Definitely not all the time, but pretty close. Most of the time I'm like, this is the way things are done, and I'm going to exact my plan. I assume that you're into astrology. If so, what's your sign? I'm a Libra, and I am 100% a Libra. Like, my horoscope is always like beyond accurate, and don't give me that they're written to be accurate. Like, it's scary on point, like every day, because I check it every day. I have an app. You're really down to earth, but let people take advantage of you to avoid conflict. I don't know if this person has met me before, but that's really uncomfortably accurate. Like, yup. I don't like conflict, and I'm that kind of person that will just be like, I'm sorry if there's anything that I did that made you uncomfortable. I truly wasn't my intention. Like, that's just not nope, 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 backing out. Even when I know for a fact that I did nothing wrong, I'm gonna be the first to be like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to cause a problem. Hate conflict. You regret training Zoey using negative reinforcement for so long, and she was/is very difficult to work with. Yeah, and she's not an easy horse to ride, and I think it is largely due to how much using pressure stresses her out. Not like just touching her pressure, but like asking more and more and more and more. Like she's like, what? What? She's a very intelligent horse, and I'm not just saying that because she's my horse. Like, I work with a lot of them, and Zoey is like on it faster than most of them, and she just is, she doesn't like to be wrong, and she wants to do things correctly. Also, like, what is correct, you know, like, it's subjective. But I don't know, she doesn't like to be told she's doing something wrong or to be reprimanded, and I'm totally with her on that. I don't like that either. Yeah, she is very difficult to work with, and I always used to say she makes me a better rider because I had to get very good with my aids, but still it's not enough. So now I'm gonna reteach the cues, whole spiel on that. Some of these I'm just like, what? Why are you saying these things? One of them says, I assume that you think you're better than people who do negative reinforcement. And that is not true, like, at all. For me, it's comparable to having religious differences. Like, this is what I believe, this is how I'm going to live my life, and like the set of standards that I'm going to go by. Just because you do it differently for me and I don't agree with that doesn't make me think I'm better than you. It just means we view things differently, and I can respect that. I don't think, like, most of my friends that ride, actually, in fact, all of them, unless I met them through positive reinforcement, ride with negative reinforcement, and they respect my beliefs and I respect theirs. Like, we don't have a problem. I don't hate people that ride with negative reinforcement. That's such a dumb, like, concept. You are against bits, or at least certain bits. This one is a connotation that comes with being a positive reinforcement person, that we're all in this cult that like hates everyone who does negative reinforcement or uses bits, and that's not the case. I think that some bits certainly should not even be allowed anywhere near a horse's mouth, like the bicycle chain bits. Like, are you kidding me? No thanks. Stuff like that, I'm like, why are we even, that don't at me on that. Like, bicycle chains in a horse's mouth, are you kidding? I think that you can ride with a bit well and kindly to the horse, but I think it can be very difficult in the way that most traditional training occurs. It can cross over into positive punishment very easily, but I don't think that bits are inherently bad. You like root beer? False. So many of these are so funny and they're accurate. Like, this one says you want to please everyone. Then there's another one that says you hate people. I don't hate people, but I get really tired of people very quickly. But I also don't want to make anybody angry. I live in a paradoxical brain here. You love Jenna Marbles. Yes, yes I do. I listen to her podcast too. It's amazing. This one says you broke up with your boyfriend and then got back together. Oh my god. Okay, well, I should address this. This is tough because it is personal and private, and I am normally very open to sharing parts of my life, but this one does involve another person. So, as funny as it is that somebody said that, like, I don't want to give all of the details. Like I said, it is very personal. A lot of you know from my Instagram posts, because I just wear my heart on my sleeve on my Instagram and post everything that I'm thinking, but it is something that I think is important to talk about, so I'm gonna give a spiel. Getting into the specifics is tricky. Just know that nothing like super huge happened, and that the future is scary, and sometimes it's too scary, and sometimes that just makes us want to bolt. We are back together now. Just take my word for it that my boyfriend is a very, very kind and loving human and is so genuine, and just, life is scary sometimes, and it's really nobody's business but ours. Both of us came to the realization that we're better together than we are apart. And you know, I can already hear the judgment, and I've been so worried about it. Like the getting back together, breaking up, getting back together, like, oh, they're just one of those couples. But there's always more to it than what I can give you and what I should and what I want to give you guys. There's always way more to the story, and there are two people involved, and that is between us. So yeah, this is so, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells here. But anyway, yeah, that is probably where I'm gonna end this because my battery is dying. But thank you guys so much for watching. I am sincerely sorry that this video is late. Make sure you guys subscribe, comment what you want to see next, comment if you like this kind of video, and yeah, I'll see you guys next Monday, hopefully.